Hi, my name is Ryan Pierce. I run a content marketing agency, and I'm also an introvert. Social media is kind of a paradox for introverts. On one hand, it can be daunting to expose so much of our lives to the entire world. But on the other hand, it can take away some of the anxiety that comes from in-person interaction and even the playing field for us to talk to a large audience. So here's a few content creation ideas for my fellow introverts out there. Introverts might not have the external charisma that a lot of extroverts have, but our introspection can allow us to make things that are relatable to people in a way that hits in a different way than just a physical one. One of the ways that this can be done is through visuals rather than just speaking, which brings me to my first point, which is the aesthetic blog. This is a popular one, and I'm sure you've seen it if you've browsed on Reels or TikTok before. But all it is just a vlog of your day or a small segment of your day. It could be you working out, it could be working at your job, it could be you creating your product, it could just be you playing video games. But whatever you want to do it about, the key to it is really great visuals and something that's relatable or inspiring to people. You want to think of this as like creating a mini movie. Whether you add a voiceover or not, the whole point of this is to get things across with visual storytelling. The next idea I have for you is something that is really common. In fact, it might be the most common idea that we have on TikTok and Reels, and that is trending sound.
3 to 6 months.
Now, trending sounds are something I am sure you've heard. I'm almost positive you have seen someone on TikTok or Reels have a voiceover playing, and it's not them talking. They might be, following along with the voiceover, or they might not be. But the key is that it's a voiceover that you've probably heard multiple times, and it's just them having a different take on it. These are really easy to do. All it requires is that you do a little research on what's trending and then come up with a unique way to spin it for your own niche or your own audience. Now, you never want to just steal someone's idea outright. I would never advocate for you to just completely steal the entire idea that they have. You're just taking the sound and making sure that you give your own spin on it. And that's what makes it great. Your own spin, your own unique way of looking at it is what can turn it into something completely new. The next idea I have for you, I like to call the closed caption idea. This is similar to the aesthetic blog, but I think it's like a slower pace. You want it to almost be one shot or just a few shots, and the captions are explaining what you want to get across without you having to say it yourself. It's really like visual poetry. You're creating something that's usually emotional or inspiring and having a visual that might correlate to that, or it may not. It may just be beautiful. But the key to this is really to be somewhat poetic with it. And if writing is your skill, if writing is something that you're good at, that's something I suggest for the introverts that are great at writing. The next one I have for you is the paragraph. This one is a cool one that's really easy to do, and you don't have to focus on the visual quality all that much at all. You're just going to want to take a video with your phone, or it can be a video you already have, and you're going to want to put a long paragraph over it. The key to this is to have a short video, long paragraph. The great thing about this one is that it can usually give you a lot of views and engagement because people will usually have to rewatch it over and over just to read the paragraph. But you want to make sure the paragraph stays in the same place the entire time for the video. That's what makes this good. You never want people to feel like they have to start over every time the video starts over. It should just be a looping video, but the paragraph stays in the same place. The next one I have is the time lapse. This is really great for people who are creatives or an artist. So if you're a painter or you create puzzles, it's really great to see the start of everything being a mess and the finish of everything being completely finished and beautiful. It's a natural thing to want to see progression. And it can also help people to understand what you do by seeing that it's not so easy. It takes a lot of time and a lot of work to get something to go from this to that. So this is a great one if you have a creative business or hobby to show off your skills, to show off what goes into this whole thing, and to just, give that satisfying feeling of start to finish. People love to see start to finish. It's a really easy one to do. Just set up your phone or camera somewhere pointing at you when you're about to do your work and just leave it there for the entire time until you're finished with your work. Then, once you're done, take the video, speed it up completely, and voila, you have a time lapse. The next great idea for introverts is silent skits. Now this one might be a little bit of a stretch for some introverts because you might feel like, oh, I have to do a skit? I don't know if I want to get on camera like that. But the key is, you don't have to talk. You just have yourself play 2 different characters and then have closed captions that say what the character would be saying. You don't have to say anything. If you're uncomfortable talking on camera, this is a great way to get around that and still be able to do those funny skits that you might see other people do. And sometimes I think these can almost be funnier than the ones that are overacting or overly charismatic, because it's like reading a book. People get to imagine the voice that they want it read in. They read it in their own voice, and that makes it more special to people. So whether you're an introvert or not, these are great strategies for introverts, extroverts, ambiverts, anyone. These are still great strategies, and I hope that you can make great use of them. Whichever ones you choose to use, I think we must all realize that social media and the platform specifically of TikTok and Reels have become way too important for anyone who wants to get a message across or to sell a product or just to market themselves in any way. These are basically essential things to do that now. As a fellow introvert, I hope this helped my introvert fam out there. I hope you guys are able to create a lot of great content, and I hope to see a lot of introverts on TikTok and Reels after this. If you did like the video, please leave a like and make sure to subscribe. I'm going to be putting out a lot more content just like this. Keep creating, keep doing your thing, and I hope to see you guys next time. Peace.